The fate of the Egyptian aristocrat, and later Queen, Nazli Sabri, was fraught with difficulties and sorrow. Like many renowned Eastern women, she lived in a world of luxury and power, yet these glittering jewels seemed washed by her tears. The story of Nazli and her magnificent jewels is captivating, evoking both interest and empathy. This beautiful and wealthy girl seemed destined for happiness. Nazli was born in the late 19th century into a noble and affluent family. Her father, the Minister of Agriculture, spared no expense on luxurious clothes and jewelry for his daughter, dreaming of the best suitor for her. And so, in 1919, the 20-year-old beauty became the wife of King Fuad I. Her parents were confident that she was destined for a blissful life in the palace, surrounded by honors, receptions, and countless diamonds. However, reality turned out to be much darker. Fuad was a mature man who could have been Nazli's father and already had an elderly wife. Unfortunately, he was a cruel despot who constantly insulted and humiliated his young wife. He even threatened her with death if she did not bear him an heir. Fortunately, fate granted her a son and 3 more daughters. Nazli did indeed bask in luxury, dazzling in diamond tiaras, necklaces, earrings, bracelets, and rings at royal events. As her son Farouk grew older, his mother remained a beautiful sultana, keeping up with fashion and choosing jewelry worthy of European princesses. In photographs from those years, she appears not only with pearl earrings and rings but also with a long pearl necklace in the style of the unforgettable Coco Chanel. In 1939, when one of Nazli's daughters was preparing for her wedding, her life had already changed. After 17 years of hell, beatings, and humiliation, she was finally widowed. 3 years before her daughter's wedding, her husband passed away, and perhaps this brought Nazli some relief, a long-awaited release from her torment. In 1939, Queen Mother Nazli commissioned a new diamond parure model from Van Cleef and Arpels to commemorate her daughter, Princess Fawzia of Egypt's marriage to the Shah of Iran. She also ordered another Van Cleef and Arpels parure for her daughter. The parure set included a massive tiara and a stunning bib necklace boasting nearly 220 carats of diamonds in an Art Deco style. Queen Nasli frequently wore her Van Cleef and Arpels diamonds after receiving them, starting with the wedding banquet of the Shah of Iran and Princess Fawzia in 1939, and the parure remained with her for decades, even after being exiled by her son, King Farouk. When she was left penniless, Queen Nasli was forced to auction off most of her jewelry collection at Sotheby's Pock Burnett auction in 1975. The necklace was sold to a private collector for $140,000 and did not reappear until 2015, when it was put up for auction at Sotheby's in New York. Van Cleef and Arpels purchased it for $4.3 million and showcased it as part of their Milan exhibition Time, Nature, and Love. Queen Nasli's Van Cleef and Arpels diamond necklace was also worn by her great-granddaughter, Amina Eldemirdash, on the cover of Vogue Arabia. The Queen had another exquisite necklace. In 1938, the former Sultana, the reigning Queen of Egypt, commissioned a breathtaking set comprising a diamond rose and matching clips. The clips were versatile and could be worn as clothing clasps, earrings, or hair ornaments. The settings for the jewelry were crafted from the finest platinum. Each leaf and petal of the roses were encrusted with diamonds. I can't even fathom the amount of effort put into creating this demi-parure. It is believed that the set was sold, along with other treasures from the Egyptian treasury, when Nazli was in exile in America. At that time, her son, Farouk I, was ruling the country. However, given the turbulent events in Egypt at the time, tracing its history, let alone the journey and fate of most of the jewelry, is challenging. The Queen also had a tiara. A dazzling diamond tiara, crafted in the shape of a kokoshnik, with an elegant design dating it to the 1910s or early 1920s. This tiara of unknown origin was likely acquired for Queen Nasli but wasn't prominently photographed until the mid-1930s when she assumed a prominent public role as the Queen Mother. After commissioning the incredible necklace mentioned earlier, she often wore it with the majestic tiara. In subsequent years, Queen Nasli frequently lent the diamond tiara to her second daughter, Princess Faiza, for several important events, including the wedding banquet of the Shah of Iran and Princess Fawzia of Egypt in 1939, and the banquet celebrating King Farouk's 22nd birthday in 1942. Queen Nasli retained her jewels after King Farouk exiled her in 1950. She lived in Los Angeles with her youngest daughter, Princess Fathia, and converted to Christianity. By 1975, the former queen was compelled to auction off most of her jewelry collection through Sotheby's. While some items, such as the Van Cleef and Arpels parure, were documented, it is unclear if the older diamond tiara was included in the sale or what it fetched. The current whereabouts of this heirloom remain unknown. However, there was yet another tiara, an Art Deco masterpiece, crafted for the royal wedding of Queen Nasli of Egypt, which later became tainted by tragic events. This dazzling diamond adornment was originally commissioned as part of a significant acquisition from Van Cleef and Arpels in 1938 by the Egyptian royal family in preparation for the marriage of Egyptian Princess Fawzia to Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, the future Shah of Iran. The tiara is adorned with 720 white diamonds totaling 274 carats, towering gracefully over its wearer, showcasing an intricate Art Deco pattern with interlacing scrolls. Queen Nasli, the bride's mother, wore the tiara. After the death of the king in 1936, Queen Nasli, accompanied by Princess Fatma, traveled to America for kidney surgery and chose not to return home. Nasli converted to Christianity, while Fatma married diplomat Riyad Ghali. In Egypt, her only son, King Farouk I, became the penultimate monarch. He vehemently objected to his mother's and sister's behavior and promptly stripped them of their royal titles and a monthly income of $5,000. The husband of Fatma Ghali, reportedly making disastrous financial decisions on their behalf, led his new family to ruin. All Egyptian assets were lost during the 1952 revolution, leaving the queen with no choice but to sell this Art Deco diamond tiara and other jewels at a Sotheby's auction in 1975. The magnificent tiara fetched only $127,500, insufficient to sustain them in California. The following year, Egyptian President Sadat offered both royal figures safe passage back home, but in December of that year, Ghali fatally shot his ex-wife multiple times in the head. His suicide attempt failed, leading to his imprisonment in the United States. Nasli was forced to declare bankruptcy and passed away in May 1978. A necklace from Nasli's collection appeared at auction in 2015, but the tiara's whereabouts remain unknown. Which piece of jewelry do you prefer? Share your thoughts in the comments. Also, do not forget to write in the comments what jewelry you would like to hear about. Subscribe to the channel ahead of you. A lot of interesting things are waiting for you.